Rich Tarani here. I wanted to spend a few moments to talk about IT Expo with Dave Rodriguez, who's TMC president. As you may know, I'm the chairman of the show, and Dave's team has done an amazing job putting together, I think, the best IT Expo ever, which is going to take place October 4th through 6th in Los Angeles. And Dave, thanks for being on the program.
Rich, thanks for the opportunity. I'm always excited to talk about IT Expo.
So as the show has evolved, it's become an incredible umbrella of related events. Can you talk a little bit about what the show is now?
Sure. IT Expo certainly evolved from its origins 10 or so years ago into an event that really covers all of communications technology. It tries to do so from the viewpoint of the practitioner, of the end user, the person who's going to deploy or implement the technologies that we cover in the robust conference program.
So in terms of trends, what's happening in the communications and tech markets as of late?
A lot of exciting stuff, Rich, from the smart grid to the evolution of 4G to some of the more exciting things like virtualization and cloud computing.
And does that cloud technology cross over into any of the other sub-shows that are going on at the same time?
Great question, Rich. We're covering a lot of virtualization in the core IT Expo conference program, but we're really blessed with a partnership with Thomas Howe, a true industry pioneer, who is, we're collaborating with him on a cloud communications event, which will be a 2-day event at IT Expo, and is going to really go in depth in the coverage of the cloud and how it impacts the marketplace.
And what about social networking? Is that playing into the show at all?
We are very excited about a new launch. Often we look at different ways of covering the industry. Sometimes we partner to bring a visionary or a thought leader to the space, and often we do it organically. And we're using some of the editorial talent on the TMCnet family to launch the social customer. It is a new event that's really going to tackle that social media element at an enterprise level, and we're really excited about the content program we've put together, and we hope to actually go live within the next couple of days so that the universe and the world can see what we've put together, and hopefully it'll get a positive response from the marketplace.
So allowing companies to understand how social media applies to their business.
Absolutely, and more importantly, how to continue to adjust their companies and stay ahead of the social media trends.
Now, I noticed that there's a lot of stuff happening with wireless at this show, right? There's M2M, and there's also a 4G event. How is that all tying together?
It's tying in a number of different ways. One, some of the content is being spread across the various different events, and in some cases, it's really being quarterbacked by almost the same individual. So Carl Ford has taken a very active role. Carl Ford's an industry veteran who has taken part in developing many shows in our industry, and he is sort of quarterbacking the whole 4G evolution and how it's programmed into our events, from his wireless backhaul event to a new launch called App Time to the traditional events we've put on in the past, such as M2M and 4G WE. We're very excited about the level of content that we've dedicated to this IT Expo that covers the wireless space and the mobility space. And we think it can only have great results for our attendees and our partners and sponsors.
Now, IT Expo and related events have been attracting resellers and agents for over 15, 20 years, as long as TMC has been putting on events, actually since the mid-'80s. What's new about the agent market for this particular IT Expo?
Well, we've done it, I think, for the last 10 years or so. IT Expo has really been synonymous with the reseller community. We've done a great job of educating resellers, of providing them a environment in which they can come and learn, as well as they can come in and meet their targets or meet companies that they can eventually help monetize the experience. We're really excited this year about a new launch in partnership with Vika Publishing. It's called Channel Vision Expo, or CVX, and we are confident that with Burge and Martin's leadership, the team behind Channel Vision, that the CVX Expo will without a doubt be the preeminent event in the channel agent space, not only this year but in the years to come.
Now, I've also noticed that there's been a renewed focus on the optical market at this event.
Our audience sort of demanded it, Rich. It was the one area where we had not provided a strong content offering in the past, and when looking out in the competitive landscape or the editorial landscape, it became obvious to us that we needed the optical element to round out our content offering. And we were lucky enough to partner with Penwell Publishing and their Lightwave team. And we'll be having Lightwave 1. We'll be launching at ITEXPO West 2010 in LA. So very, very excited about our partnership with Penwell. We think they've put together a hell of a content program, and we'd love to see where this partnership goes.
That's fantastic. Now, one last thing. More and more people that I talk with as I travel around the country talk about how IT Expo has become a gathering place for open source technology. Is that still the case?
It is still the case. It remains the case. We have been blessed on our East Coast event of co-locating the DigiMasters World events. And in LA in October, we will have an open source telephony event. So it'll be, it won't necessarily be tied to Asterisk or any one solution, but we still want to bring together the thought leaders in the open source space. We want to have the place where the attendees can get the education necessary for the open source. And we're excited about it. We have some great speakers lined up, and we even have some training that'll be going along with that.
So it sounds like what the team has done is really put together a must-attend event for everything in the world of communications and technology, where you can come over the course of a few days and just become educated on everything you need to know.
We hope that's the case. We certainly have put a lot of effort and energy into doing so, and we look forward to getting from the feedback from everybody that attends. So, you know, I look forward to having everyone in the communication technology attend IT Expo, and then I long for their feedback. I want them to come back and tell us, this is what you did, and this is what you can improve upon, and hopefully we'll be shooting a video just like this about talking about Miami 2011.
That's great. And so the date of this show, October 4th through 6th, 2010 in Los Angeles.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Dave.
See you there.